Two teams just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucks are underway. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go! 30 base.
Hey, watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Yep. Ready?
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch it! Go!
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey, Delta.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Now Minshew on first and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A good pickup there at 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10, down at the 31. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Go!
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Get it.
Minshew, first and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jeff Swain there to make the grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets... out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
94. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 46 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
At the 37-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Jaguars 14.
Mike, ready. Back, put back, behind. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 9, check 9. Right there.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fournette running right. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go. You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. Hey. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. You can't block me.
Ready?
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. And an alley to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laquell Armstead, 73 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big...
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. On the carry, it's Logan. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 22, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Right there. 54, right there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. First down, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This will be taken in at the 1. He can't get him down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And all the way down to the 26. A big run by the big man Fournette, 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up.
Hey, seam 6.
45. Mike, 45. Let's get the ball. Check.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
General West. Hey, Wahoo. Shoot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Going for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Ready.
First down.
Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Wait. Here,
now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Logan. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. He's coming. Look at me. Sit, cut.
On first down, again, they go with Armstead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Go.
I got motion. Mike, 50.
Blue draw Porkers.
54.
Hey, Charlie.
65.
Hey,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, Alpha! 45, now.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's bring it.
Hey, 5 on 50. 5 on 50. Back.
This is Logan. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready? 525.
Check. Block 54. Target. Easy.
On first down, Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even.
Again, it's Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, 33 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, fight.
This is Fournette. takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Check. Press down. Hey!
On 3rd down, Fournette. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Winston. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jameis to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, it's just me and you. Let's go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch his flat. Hey, watch it.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Watch the safety creep.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Better bring it. I'm letting you know. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
the mic.
Check mic. Easy.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Attack.
Check three. Rush in.
Attack.
Buzz, tighten up.
15.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on second down. Winston, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give it to Williams, running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Winston going up top for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Come back! Haywood! Check! Check out route!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
You got time! You got time right there! He's coming! He's coming! He's coming! We got double up! Double up!
And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Attack, attack! Under press! Under back! Back!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
43! 43!
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Color. 43! 43!
Say.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to...